Fairs. He put on a nice burst, but he had the puck knocked away from him. Cleared into the corner in Castlegar territory. Mark Carlson dumps it out and down the ice, where it's picked up now by Chad Matheson. It's Matheson starting away for Nelson. Into Fairs. Fairs couldn't get to it, and it's cleared down the ice as Castlegar doing a fine job of penalty killing. 1 minute remaining in the penalty to Derek the Beast Reed. And at center ice, clear to the Nelson line, back to Carlson. He fires it in, and Matheson with that puck, as Nelson not having too much success on their power play. And here comes that combination of Gillis and Bryson, but they were offside, so the face-off will be outside the Castlegar blue line.
Well, that threesome just failed to click on that particular rush, but as you mentioned, Castlegar is defending well as they are shorthanded, and they only have about half a minute left to go in the penalty to Reed. Score 4-3 here in the second half of the second period.
Along the boards is taken by Gryson. His shot is wide of the net. It's Craig racing in after it. Dumped out to center ice, and Ploth almost had a 2-on-1 setup, but couldn't maintain control of the puck as Bain and Price clears it across to Bryson. Has it knocked away from him. It's taken by Ploth, and he just winds up and blasts it into Nelson territory as the penalty is expired to Reed, and he starts back. Here comes Reed in over the line, drops it back. Pottle in front of the net, and it's taken by Ploth now, his backhander. Pottle tries to get it in front of the net. Pottle in behind the net to Reed. Reed back to the blue line. Off the boards, the puck is kept onside by Pottle. It's Reed with the puck around the net, trying to get it out in front of the net. Down goes Bryson. There's a shot by Ploth, turned aside by Atkinson. Another shot, that's off a leg. And Castlegar certainly skating stronger than Nelson, it would appear.
Nelson just having a tough time even getting the puck out of their own zone, and it ends up in an icing call. So it either Castlegar has come on strong here in the latter part of the game, or Nelson's just giving way to fatigue here.
5 minutes remaining in the second period. 4-3 Castlegar. At the conclusion of this period, they'll just merely switch sides and go right on into the third period of play. This is the opening game of Minor Hockey Week. There's a shot right on, and a good save on the play by Curtis Atkinson. As the Nelson Pee-wees trying to get something going here. There's a shot high over top of the net. Kept onside by Mark Perrier. Perrier in behind the net. It's taken by Carlson. Carlson leaving it onside for Swanson. Swanson gets it out in front of the net. Here's a chance. Shot right on, and Atkinson makes the save as Perrier let that one go.
I've noticed, Frank, that Craig Swanson for Castlegar number 12, I think he must have one of the hardest shots out on the ice there right now. And he's displayed his slap shot, even a hard wrist shot, and that gave the goaltender Atkinson some trouble, but he kept it out.
Face off to the left of Atkinson. 4-3 Castlegar leading. There's a shot by Perrier. That's off a leg. A shot by Pottle goes wide of the net. Loose puck on the side. It's Jamie Craig ahead to Bain and Price. Price coming in over the line. It's Price. Tried to get around Perrier, and Perrier just stood his ground. Now Price with the puck again in the corner. He's having trouble with Teddy Hunter. And play is whistled down. And it would appear that we have a Castlegar penalty for holding. And Perrier picks up the penalty for holding. And that one comes at the 16-minute and 2-second mark. So Nelson gets another power play advantage, and they have been unsuccessful on the power play
well,
so
they're
far.
starting in the right zone, and if they want to equalize it, this is a golden opportunity to do that. Castlegar has also been tough defending on the short-handed side of things.
Well, they put 4 big guys out there for Castlegar. They have Jeremy Ross, they have Pottle, Foth, and Hunter, and those are 4 pretty good-sized boys, and they've been effective in the penalty killing rules.
Nelson will have their hands full trying to get a goal against those guys.
And here comes Craig leading the attack for Nelson. Craig firing it into the corner in Castlegar territory. Foth with it. Foth just wheels around. He gets away from Gryson and dumps it down the length of the ice. Curtis Atkinson displaying a pretty good shot. He's a little guy, and that stick is pretty big, but he's got pretty strong wrists.
Got it out over the blue line.
You betcha. Doing a little bit of Hextall stick handling. Puck backhanded along the boards. In fact, Curtis was telling me that Philadelphia is, in fact, his favorite team.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, they've got a fine team, and certainly a number of players on that team to watch and emulate as you continue the hockey career, as Atkinson does.
And number 15, Mike Bogan, the captain of the Nelson team, picks up a minor penalty. And that one comes at the 17-minute, 10-second mark of the second period. 4-3 Castlegar leading, and 52 seconds left in the penalty to Castlegar's Mark Perrier.
Well, that's one of the things they'll have to learn when you have a man advantage, not to nullify that and take your own penalty and take away that advantage. But that's the situation they face right now, as they each play with equal strength.
Puck is fired into the neutral zone. Now it's taken by Andrew Walker. Walker fanned on his shot. And at center ice, it's fired into Castlegar Nelson territory by Pat Biln. Puck dumped out in the center ice area. Down the ice, it's Jesse Fairs. Fairs tried to send up Andrew Walker. He couldn't. Taken by Brian Boys. Boys clears it into Castlegar territory. In behind the Castlegar goal, and here come the Castlegar Pee Wee reps on the attack. It's taken by Swanson. Swanson has it knocked away from him. Out at center ice, now it's Foth with the puck. Foth to Swanson, and Andrew Walker just clears it out. And over the line comes Foth. Foth, they don't want to get him in point-blank shooting range because he's got that hard shot, and Castlegar has the man advantage now for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Castlegar leading 4-3. There's a shot taken by Gryson, and a play whistled down on the offside. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the second period. Castlegar holding on to a 4-3 lead. Out there for Nelson now. And let's see. We have a Nelson penalty. Too many men on the ice, and Andrew Walker is serving that one, and that one comes at the 18-minute, 20-second mark. So Nelson is 2 men short, too many men on the ice. And referee Rudy Boats is explaining the situation as it currently stands. They're having a bit of trouble with the penalty clock, and that causes a bit of discussion over at the official timekeeper's bench to get the proper minutes and seconds ticked off.
Yeah, I haven't, when Bogan got his penalty, I haven't even seen it register on the clock. They've got number 2, Walker's penalty up there now. Originally it showed 8 minutes, now they've got it down to 2. So I guess they must be keeping tabs of the other one manually somehow.
There were approximately over 28 seconds left. Here's a 3-on-1 break for Castlegar as it's taken by Hunter. Hunter drives it back to the blue line. There's the slap shot by Perrier, and that's off a leg. Hunter with the puck again. Hunter for Castlegar. Back to Carlson. He's got a goal. Carlson's shot in front, deflected wide. In behind the net now, Laporte. Laporte leaves it for Hunter. Standing up in the penalty box is Bogan. Castlegar with a 2-man advantage. It's Carlson firing off the target. Picked up now by Pottle. Pottle for Castlegar, playing it behind the net. Pass in front, back to the blue line. Perrier fires. That one was blocked and cleared out and down the ice by Gillis. As the penalty to Bogan has expired, we have 58 seconds remaining in the too many men on the ice penalty to Nelson. That's being served by Andrew Walker. And so Castlegar still with the man advantage, and they're on the attack. And 26 seconds remaining in the period. Here comes Gryson firing right on, and Kuznetsov hangs on for the faceoff.
I was just watching that situation in the penalty box. I saw Bogan attempting to leave at one point, and then the timeskeeper had to close the gate again. So they're just watching the clock to monitor that penalty, but they finally got through that okay, and we just have now 41 seconds remaining to Walker and his penalty.
From the faceoff, in behind the Castlegar net, Ross plays it up along the boards, knocked down by Foth. Foth coming in over the line, play broken up nicely by Gryson, and here now comes Bain and Price. Price in over the line, Gryson is knocked off the puck. Price again, he has it taken away from him, and the second period draws to a close with the score: Castlegar 4, Nelson 3. Pee Wee Rep hockey action on this, the first day of minor hockey week. And very quickly, the goal scorers so far in this hockey game.
Well, for Nelson, Gillis, Dave Gillis has a couple, and number 12, Gryson, has also added a goal. For Castlegar, number 15, Derek Reed got the first goal. Carlson, number 4, got the second goal for Castlegar. That was all in the first period. In the second period, number 8, Rick Foth, got the third goal, and the fourth goal went to number 6, Pottle. And that's where the score is right now, 4-3.
Absolutely, and a close hockey game it is too, as Nelson had led 3-2 at the end of the first period, and they fell behind 4-3 at the end of the second. At points in the first period, Nelson had a pair of 2-goal leads, at one time leading 2-0, and then 3-1. Castlegar coming back strongly, as no doubt taking advantage of the fact that Nelson has but 2 line changes in this game.
Well, that's for sure, and we're going to watch them to see how they came out in the latter half of the second period, and probably trying to conserve some strength for this, the third period, as we still have 20 minutes to go in this contest.
And 20 seconds remaining in the too many men on the ice infraction, which is being served by Andrew Walker. So the third period is underway now. And coming in over the line is Gryson. Gryson leaving it for Price. He fires the rebound. The loose puck in front of the net. And Nelson coming close right off the bat as Kuznetsov hangs on. And Gryson is knocked down in the crease as 3 big Castlegar defenders were right there to cover up. So right to the attack came Gryson, and he and Bain and Price had chances.
Yeah, Carlson just pushing some Nelson players out of the way after the puck was stopped by Kuznetsov, and they're coming out strong in the third period.
There's another chance. Bain and Price fires off the target, and he let that one go. Andrew Walker's out of the penalty box, so Nelson successfully killing off that penalty, as here comes Rick Foth. Foth is tied up along the boards, and Gillis plays it ahead to Price. Price starting away for Nelson. Price into the center ice area, picked up by Foth. Now it's grabbed by Gillis. Gillis and Foth having a battle for the puck. And it's taken by Bain and Price. Price tries to slide it across to Bryson. Back over the line. Castlegar on the attack. Swanson has the puck roll off his stick. And Jamie Craig with the puck. Craig has the puck knocked away from him by Reed. A high bounding puck is taken along the boards. And play is whistled down. And we have a pair of penalties as Craig and Derek Reed heading for the penalty box.
The Beast gets to go in. This time he enters the right side of the penalty box area. And Derek the Beast going off along with Craig. That's the same guy he ran into last time.
Right. This guy he roughed up in the corner. Face off outside the Nelson blue line. Taken by Carlson. He fires it in to Nelson territory. Brian Boyes with that puck along the boards. It's held onside by Colson in front of the net. There's a shot right on. And covering up. And they score. As Curtis Atkinson, down on his knees, just couldn't corral that puck. And it was pushed between his legs, and it looks as though the goal scorer on that play was number 18, Laporte. Or Hunter, I should say.
Yeah,
Hunter.
That'll be Hunter.
It was either Hunter or Ryan Colson. There were a couple of Castlegar players banging away at that puck. But we'll go with our gut feeling and say it was Hunter.
I agree with you, Frank. I think it was Hunter, and as the puck goes up into the stands. But he's been working hard all night, stick handling, and has missed a couple of close opportunities. And I think he's finally banged one in to get the 5th marker for Castlegar.
Castlegar leading by the score of 5-3 now.
And that's where we finished off last year when we covered this
Absolutely.
hockey game between Castlegar and Nelson.
Was a 5-3 game last year, and they have it as 4-4 up there now. They're getting a little bit carried away. In over the line now. There's a point-blank shot that was not successful. Another chance by Swanson. Swanson in along the boards. 5-3 the score. And there's a shot by Foth. Scores! Foth just ripped that shot. And it's 6-3 now for Castlegar as they pick up a 3-goal bulge.
Well, that was an excellent low shot by Foth. He just pulled the string on it and guided it into the net there in the lower right-hand corner on Atkinson. And now doubled up on Nelson. 6-3 the score here early in the 3rd period.
A couple of very quick goals, too, as Castlegar has broken the game a bit open, we should say, as Bogan loses the puck. Castlegar on the attack, and Castlegar has been in control except for the, I would say, the opening minute of this 3rd period when Nelson had an opportunity to tie it up. Another chance, high shot by Foth, and that shot of his is very intimidating, especially for a small goaltender. Another shot off the arm of Atkinson, and Atkinson shows a lot of courage. He faces those shots. He does not flinch. That's the mark of a good goaltender.
A lot of poise, and like you said, he's a technical goaltender, always playing the angles and trying to get out there to stop the shots. Doesn't go down much either. He's always standing up and facing the action.
Here comes Bryson. In over the line, shoots. Kuznetsov down on one knee, makes the save. Swanson plays it to the side of his own net, and here comes Foth. He's always trouble. Foth moving around. He's a big boy. He backhands that one across the goal mouth. We recall he played last year, so he's a last year Pee-wee to be sure.
And he plays up and he plays back. He plays on the line and he also plays up, so he can do both chores.
And 16:31 remaining in the 3rd period. The score is 6-3 for Castlegar.
And the penalties to Craig and Reed have just expired as well.
And the face-off will be to the right of Curtis Atkinson. And they finally got the scoreboard straightened out.
Right
the right
score
score is up there now, 6-3. Puck cleared in behind the Nelson goal. In the corner, it's passed. Bill Nafford in front of the net. There's a shot. The rebound, Atkinson covers up and hangs on for the face-off. Atkinson just held his ground. He had the puck up in his pads, and he just stood his ground. Took about two, 3 shots right on, and then didn't move.
They were right out in front, and Teddy Hunter for Castlegar also pushed his way right into the goaltender, but no penalties being called. Everything seems to be settled down, and face-off has just occurred in the Nelson zone.
There's a shot by Perrier and a good skate save by Atkinson. Puck taken in behind the net by Chad Matheson. Matheson can't hang on. What a pass to the side of the net is knocked aside by Atkinson. Another pass back to Perrier. He winds up, shoots, and the puck is deflected wide of the net.
Just about a second goal there for Hunter for Castlegar as he just deflected it to the left of Atkinson.
Puck dumped out and down the ice. A race for it. Perrier gets there first. Perrier plays it off the boards, and Carlson starts back. Carlson has it knocked away from him. Here's a chance, and a shot wide of the net by Greisen as Bain and Price was in the clear. Out in the center ice area. Gillis cleared it in, knocked out again, fired back in, and this will be icing called against Nelson with 15 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third period. The score, the Castlegar Pee Wee Reps 6 and the Nelson Pee Wee Reps 3 on this, the first game of Minor Hockey Week. And we will also be doing the wind-up game of Minor Hockey Week, which will feature the Nelson Bantam Reps, in which we'll have another Atkinson playing, and that's Curtis's older brother Dan will be in the lineup, and the Rossland Bantam Reps will be the visitors here.
That'll be next Sunday, same time?
Next Sunday, same time, same place, and as far as the telecast, same station.
Hey, there you go.
Same old voices. Same everything.
Same. Score will likely be different.
Yeah, you never know about that. That's right. For sure. We'll have a face-off to the left of the Castlegar goal, defended by Mike Kuznetsov. He certainly hasn't been as busy as Curtis Atkinson, but when he's been called upon, he's come up big.
Well, Nelson dug a bit of a hole for themselves now. They're behind 3 goals, and just over 14 minutes to go here. They have to get something on fire to get back in this game.
Reed sending Laporte in on goal, and a fine defensive play by Mike Bogan. Bogan coming up with an excellent defensive play as Reed sent Laporte into the clear, and that was as nice a pass as you'd seen anywhere, and as nice a defensive play by Bogan.
You bet. The offense and the defense coming through there. An excellent pass, avoiding the 2-line pass, Reed did. And then Bogan slid across and just knocked the puck away.
I noticed Bogan has done a bit of Gretzky. He's tucked his sweater in. Mind you, that sweater was a bit too long, and I noticed he's tucked it in. There's a shot. Right on, scramble for the puck, and Atkinson, very acrobatic, getting a stick out, and Bain and Price starting back. He's being bothered by Hunter, and now Ross takes him out. Play is whistled down, and we've got a roughing call, or a boarding call, I should say, against the Castlegar player Perrier, who took Bain and Price into the boards. And that one comes at the 5-minute and 48-second mark. Castlegar leading 6-3. Nelson with another power play advantage, and they've been unsuccessful. One of their goals was shorthanded, as in over the line comes Pottle. Pottle for Castlegar is knocked off the puck, and Gillis plays it ahead to Greisen to the Castlegar line. Picked up by Jeremy Ross. Ross into Hunter. Hunter to Pottle, his shot off a leg. And here comes Greisen. Greisen Starting back for Nelson. In over the line, shoots, and Kuznetsov makes the save. In behind the net, pass in front, back to the blue line. Matheson shoots, the rebound, and kicked out by Kuznetsov. There's a shot by Boys, and that's wide of the net. It's in the mesh, and the faceoff will be outside the blue line as Boys had a good screen shot, but it was wide of the empty corner.
Well, Nelson putting on some power now. Unfortunately, Grayson didn't have his stick on the ice. Otherwise, he might have deflected that past Kuznetsov, as he was close enough to the goal with the shot just going off to the left of Kuznetsov there. Nelson on a power play with a minute and 14 remaining in the penalty to Perrier.
From the faceoff, it's taken by Swanson. Big Swanson coming in over the line, knifes the puck through, but Atkinson fires it into the corner. In along the boards, it's Bain Price out to center ice. He tried to send Gillis away, but couldn't, and the puck is cleared out by Ross. Dumped in again by Craig, and it's picked up by Floth. Floth clears it to the line, not out. There's a shot, scores! And Gillis bangs it in, his second goal of the game, and a power play marker puts Nelson back to within 2 goals of Castlegar.
That's a hat trick for Gillis in today's game.
Yeah, that's the hat trick for Gillis. Absolutely, he's popped in the big 3. He's had 2 even strength goals and a power play goal, while his line mate Brian Bryson has had a short-handed goal in the first period. And incidentally, that's the first goal Nelson has scored since the 14:50 mark of the first period.
That's right.
Castlegar, it's been all Castlegar since. Play whistle down as they battle for the puck along the boards directly below our vantage point. And the faceoff will be taken outside the Nelson blue line. 12:36 remaining.
Scoreboard clock still shows 24 seconds remaining in Perrier's penalty, but of course that ended with the goal by Gillis here in the third period.
And the puck cleared out into the center ice area. Nelson down by 2. It's 6-4. And in over the line comes Hunter. Hunter takes the shot, and that goes wide of the net. Along the boards in Nelson territory as Lawton starts away. Lawton rolls the puck into Castlegar territory. Perrier in behind the net. Plays it off the boards to Biln. Biln tied up along the boards by Boys. Boys backhands the puck in, and it's taken now by Hunter out to the center ice area where Matheson.
Excellent stop by Rudy Boats on the sidelines there.
It's Foth clearing it off the boards in Castlegar territory. Swanson has it now. Swanson off the boards to Mosby. Mosby into the center ice area. Over the line comes Hunter. Hunter, a backhand shot wide of the net. Matheson for Nelson. Plays it ahead to Lawton. Lawton ahead to Walker. Walker has it knocked away from him by Reed. Reed loses it, but it's picked up by number 18, Hunter, who lost it to Walker. Walker plays it across ice to Gillis. There's a shot by Bryson off the side of the net. And the puck rolls out into the center ice area where Boys has it. Boys onto an open wing. As coming back is Ross. Ross in over the line, shoots right on, and Atkinson dives out of the net for the rebound, and he hangs on for the face-off. 10 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in the third period. Castlegar leading Nelson 6-4 in this Pee Wee Rep Hockey League game. There's a shot by Reed, and Atkinson coolly uses the stick to turn it aside. Philip Laporte battling for the puck in the corner where it's picked up by Mike Bogan. Bogan starting away. Bogan gives it to Bain and Price. Price starting back. It's Price coming in over the line. Price gives it to Gillies, and he couldn't maintain control of it. Bogan keeps it onside. Taken now by Carlson. Carlson dumps it out, and it's fired back in again by Nelson. Now it's taken by Swanson, who loses it to Gillis. Gillis coming in on goal, shoots. Good save on the play by Kuznetsov as he got down, and he robbed Gillis of what could have been his 4th goal of the game.
Well, another display there by Gillis, and probably a reason why he's in the top 10 as far as the scoring leaders in the Pee Wee Hockey League. He showed some strength there, has good speed, and stick handled around the Castlegar defender and had a shot on net. But Kuznetsov was there to keep the score at 6-4.
And the faceoff is to the right of Kuznetsov. From the faceoff, there's a shot turned aside by Kuznetsov. It's taken by Darryl Pottle, and he dumps it down into Nelson territory where Matheson plays it center ice to Lott. Lott loses it to Foth. Foth coming in over the line. Foth having trouble with Matheson, and it's like a David and Goliath confrontation there, as Foth is a rather big boy, and here comes Lawton. Lawton coming in over the line. Lawton putting on the brakes, and he has the puck roll away from him. And Castlegar player without his stick out there on the ice.
I think that's Hunter.
And it's Hunter without a stick as Lawton takes the pass, and it's picked up now by Ryan Colson. Colson in over the line, gives it to Pottle. Pottle couldn't cut in. Puck is knocked down, and it was Boyce closing his hand over the puck, so play is whistled down with 9:05 left to play in the 3rd period. 6-4 the score for the Castlegar Pee Wee Reps over the Nelson Pee Wee Reps. From the faceoff, Perrier couldn't keep it onside. And back comes Gryson. Gryson drops it back. There's a pass to Gillis. Backhand shot and a fine save by Kuznetsov again as he spread eagled across the goal mouth and took another goal away from Gillis.
Oh, that was a fine save. The backhander by the Nelson player was certainly an elusive tactic there, as he figured he might go for the forehand shot, but he went to the backhand and almost slid it underneath Kuznetsov, but he was sharp and stayed with it.
Fired off the boards now, to the line, not out. Shot by Craig. Craig gets it back again and fires it in behind the net. Along the boards, it's Perrier battling for it with Bain and Price. And Gillis, now it's taken by Carlson. Carlson off the boards. Racing it after it is Gillis. Gillis gets it in front, and that's deflected just wide of the net by Price. Puck rolls down the ice into Nelson territory. Craig tied up along the boards. It's grabbed by Mosby. Well, Mosby at the side of the net. And oh, there was a little tiny opening there, and Curtis Atkinson just closed his pad in time.
Reminiscent of, I believe, the 3rd goal when it came in off a sharp angle, and Castlegar tied the game on a goal like that, and had to be sharp on that one to not let it slip by.
And there's a break in the action as Atkinson does a little bit of work on a pad strap. With 8:10 remaining in the 3rd period, it's 6-4 for Castlegar. 3-2 at the end of the 1st period for Nelson. 4-3, Castlegar led at the end of 2. And here in the early going of the 3rd period, they've outscored Nelson 2-1. There's a shot by Reed, the rebound. Atkinson makes a save, another save by Atkinson, and he puts the big catching mitt on the loose puck in the crease and hangs on for the faceoff. Very rarely do you see Atkinson go down, but that was one of the occasions where he was forced to. He had to go down.
And yeah, you can always slip it in underneath if you don't go down on some occasions. And guess who was in there in the foray? In the land of forests and big trees, there was Derek Reed.
Well, he's been very much in the forefront in this hockey game, as he promised me he would.
Well, he got the first goal, and what he lacks in size, he makes up in spirit, because he certainly lets the guys know he's out there.
A lot of heart. Sets up a good play. He set up Pottle on what almost was a breakaway, except for a great defensive play by Mike Bogan earlier this period.
That's right.
Here comes Hunter into Reed, and he couldn't pick it up. There's a shot. Atkinson down. Where's the puck? And he's got it.
How he stopped that one, I don't know. He was down and out, and there was some deflection to the puck there, and he still stopped it.
And Reed was right there, Johnny on the spot in the goal mouth. It looked as though they were playing, they were shooting craps there in the crease. They were both down on their hands and knees looking for the puck.
But Atkinson came out the winner on that one. He kept it out, and these saves that he's making now might be crucial, because if Nelson just gets one more goal, it's only a one-goal hockey game again.
Absolutely. And here comes Mike Bogan in over the line. Bogan slides the puck to the Castlegar crease. It's knocked away. Carlson to the line. There's Greisen keeping it onside. Carlson has it behind the net. Carlson off the boards to Pottle. Pottle to center ice, but that's broken up by Craig. Here comes Gillis. Gillis to Price. Price sidesteps one man, and the puck rolls off his stick. Along the boards. The puck in front, and it rolls to the line. Not out, kept onside by Bogan, who dumps it in, and it's taken by Carlson. Carlson fires it out in the neutral zone. It's taken now by Gillis. Gillis in over the line. Greisen in on goal, shoots wide of the net, and Gillis let that one go as Price slid into the Castlegar goal mouth. Here comes Price in over the line again. He gives it to Gillis. And Price on the return pass had the puck knocked away from him. Gillis takes the shot, and Kuznetsov made the save. In behind the net, taken by Greisen. Back to the blue line. Craig with it. Craig just dumps it off the boards, keeping it onside. Craig couldn't get his shot away. Puck loose along the boards. And Castlegar gains control again. Now it's Greisen in front of the net, and Kuznetsov dove out of the net onto the puck as Bain and Price was right in there, and Gillis was not far behind. 5:46 remaining in the third period. 6-4 for Castlegar. They hold that 2-goal bulge, and
well, less than 6 minutes to go here, Frank, and Nelson putting on some pressure in the Castlegar zone. And this being Nelson Minor Hockey Week, certainly an excellent display of hockey action here at the arena as Nelson and Castlegar go at it with their displays of stick handling and goal saves and checking. Certainly fun to watch.
Absolutely. We have a penalty call, and it's a roughing call against the Castlegar player Sean Mosby, and that comes at the 14-minute and 34-second mark. So Nelson with a power play advantage once again. They were successful on their last power play. Let's see what they can do here. In Nelson territory, Boys along the boards. He loses the puck to number 18, Hunter, and Lawton starting back. Lawton to Andrew Walker. Following through is Brian Boys. Boys coming in over the line. Boys with that puck. Gets around Ross. Boys tries to get that puck out in front of the net. He can't. Puck cleared along the boards. Boys gets it out in front. And back comes Castlegar, killing off the penalty as Hunter clears it in to Nelson territory. Gives it away. There's a shot right on. Cool glove hand save by Curtis Atkinson off of big Rick Fott. Andrew Walker coming in over the line. Walker is moved off the puck by Ross, and the puck bounces over the boards.
Well, several times I've noticed Nelson do that. They pass the puck out in front without really looking, and there's a blue sweater right there to take the pass and almost put the puck in the net.
Well, the big line out there for Nelson now. Gillis centering Price and Greisen. And the face-off's in Castlegar territory. Here's Gillis, and he gives it back to Bogan, who loses it. And it's taken by Price again. Price in over the line to Grayson. Grayson tried to get it back to Gillis, but he was off balance. Now it's taken in front of the net, and the pass went astray and cleared down the length of the ice. We have 30 seconds left in the penalty to Sean Mosby of Castlegar as Mike Bogan starting back. A pass to Payne and Price. Price in over the line, but Carlson with it now. Carlson to the line, not out. Kept onside by Craig. Now it's taken by Perrier. Perrier off the boards to Swanson. Swanson couldn't get it out. Now it's picked up and fired down the ice, and this should do it. This should kill off the penalty as Mosby steps out of the penalty box, and Bogan clears the puck into the center ice area where Fott picks it up. Price coming in over the line. A pass to Gillis. Gillis has it knocked away from him, and here comes Pottle. 4 Castlegar players up. Pottle into Fott. Fott in front of the net, and it's cleared behind the net. Back to the blue line, a shot by Hunter, and that's turned aside. Another shot. Play is whistled down, and we have a tripping call on the play to Fott. And with 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the third period, another Nelson power play gets set to go to work.
Well, they couldn't ask for any better opportunities, and late in the period getting a couple of power play opportunities. We'll see what they can do on this one. They failed to score on the last power play. Score is still 6-4 in favor of Castlegar. Less than 3 minutes to go here too.
And certainly the most disappointed player out there on the ice for Castlegar on that penalty was the little pepper pot Derek Reed, who he says, "How can they do that to us?"
Yeah, he slammed his stick down on the ice and said, "Man, what's going on?"
How's come?
How's, yeah.
Unbelievable. To quote Jackie McLeod. Andrew Walker in over the line, slides the puck to the Castlegar goal where it's turned aside by Kuznetsov, taken by Mark Carlson. Carlson having trouble with Eric Lawton. Lawton with that puck gets it out in front of the net. Boys with it, and it's cleared out and down the ice by Mark Carlson. Back forward is Chad Matheson. Matheson plays it off the boards. Taken by Lawton. Lawton in the corner just dumps it off behind his own net. We have 56 seconds remaining in the penalty to Rick Fott. Stolen by Hunter. In on goal. Shoots the rebound. And Atkinson made the save on the original shot and the rebound as well. Couple of good saves there by Curtis Atkinson. As out there on the ice now, it's Gryson. Gryson wheeling around and starting away. Here comes Gryson with Gillis. Gryson coming on the line, his shot. And he was well off the target. Off the boards, Gryson again. Wires that one high. Around the net, in front of the net. And a great save on the play. The rebound, they bang away at it. In the crease, and Kuznetsov again comes up big as the Nelson Pee Wee Reps came close to making it 6-5, and we have 59 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the sheet of ice is almost 200 feet long, but I think about 90% of the players were in the last 10 feet there just in front of Kuznetsov, trying to keep the puck out and others trying to get it in, but it never happened, at least not yet.
The face-off to the right of Mike Kuznetsov, and only seconds remaining in the penalty. It's expired, so Castlegar back at full strength. And the puck is knocked out in the center ice area. In over the line now for Castlegar. Foth fires the puck, and that's wide in behind the net. It's picked up now by Payne and Price with 33 seconds remaining in the game. Price shoved off the puck by Foth. Following through is Craig, and that's cleared down the length of the ice. Back forward, it's Bogan with 20 seconds left on the clock. It's Hunter in Nelson territory. He loses it, and Bain and Price starting back with only 7 seconds remaining, and it looks as though Castlegar victory is on its way, and the game is over, and the Castlegar Pee Wee Reps have defeated the Nelson Pee Wee Reps by the score of 6-4 in a very entertaining game to start off the 1990 Minor Hockey Week in Canada festivities here in Nelson. And of course, we might mention that we have a game again next week, which will be the Nelson Bantam Reps against the Rossland Bantam Reps. And very quickly, Rick, let's take a look at the scoring as the players shake hands, as is the usual custom. The coaches out there as well, Peter Cable and Laurie Bogan for Nelson, and of course Maynard Foth of Castlegar. So a 6-4 game. Before we have the statistical story of the game, Rick, what about your comments?
Well, I thought it was a very entertaining hockey game, and one thing I was going to mention is that as soon as it was over, the fans in the stands were clapping, and we could hear them all the way up here. They were few in number, but they were still showing their appreciation for the hockey game, which was nice to see, and I think makes the players feel good too that their efforts were honored here today, and an excellent start to Minor Hockey Week in Canada. As far as the scoring and how it went in this game in the first period, Nelson got 2 goals from number 7, Dave Gillis, and his counterpart on that line, Grayson, got the other goal in the first period. For Castlegar, number 15, Derek Reed got the goal, and the second goal by Castlegar by number 4, Mark Carlson. Going down into the second period, there was no scoring for Nelson at all, but Castlegar got 2 more, one from number 8, Rick Foth, and the other from 6, Daryl Pottle. Going down to the third period, Nelson added 1 more marker, that from number 7, Dave Gillis, his hat trick for the day. And Castlegar got 2 more, one from 18, Teddy Hunter, and number 8, Pottle, or rather Foth, got his second goal in the game, making it 6-4.
Well, certainly we had the long and the short of it for Castlegar, as Foth was the biggest man on the ice size-wise, and the smallest man on the ice size-wise was Derek Reed, but certainly a small man who played a big game for Nelson was Curtis Atkinson.
Very definitely. The saves that he made were crucial in the score not being higher than it was. 6-4 was the end result, but Atkinson kept them in the game, and that's one thing we were commenting about in the second, or in the intermission that they took in the midway point of the second period, whether they would change goalies, and Nelson stuck with Atkinson, and we can see why. He certainly played a large part in keeping the score close.
Well, that's it, 6-4. The Nelson Pee Wee Reps going down to defeat at the hands of the Castlegar Pee Wee Reps. And as we mentioned, to wind up Minor Hockey Week, we will be featuring next Sunday, or on our next telecast, the Nelson Bantam Reps, team coached by Dave Zarikoff, and you'll see a lot of familiar faces from last year's Pee Wee Rep team, Nelson Pee Wee Rep team, who have graduated into Bantam ranks. For example, goaltender Doug Taylor, and as we mentioned earlier, Danny Atkinson and Damon Jeffs, to mention a few of the players who last year played on the Nelson Pee Wee Reps. So we're looking forward to doing that game.
We certainly are, and that's coming up next week. And another outstanding contest, as we have done the start of the Minor Hockey Week, and we'll finish up with that Bantam Rep game a week from today.
And so, from the Nelson Civic Center Arena, on the first day of Minor Hockey Week, I'm Frank Matovich, along with Rick Lowen.